Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last video we set up the functionality for our left move. So at this point if I hit left, it's going to merge those two tiles and give me a 4, and it's also going to move all of my tiles to the left. So this is pretty good, and I did say in the last video that we'll set up the right up and down functionality in this video. But before that, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. So the first thing, let's just see what happens if so there's a couple of bugs that we need to fix. So the first one is, let's just see what happens if I add another 2 here. So let's go ahead and now hit the left button. So when I hit left, as you can see, it forms an 8 here. Which is something that I don't, that's not intended, because that's now not how the game of 2048 works. So one thing we want to do is we want to say that if a tile merged with any other tile, so this is my merge code right here, then I need to break out of my K loop right here. So this is my K loop. So for that tile, it's not going to compute any other evaluations. And if we see here, what was happening was, let's just save this and go back. So what was happening was this 2 was first getting merged with this 2 and I was getting a 4. Then this 2 was just moving to this spot right here. Then this 2 right here was moving to this spot and later getting merged with this 2 right here. And further, this tile, this was a 4 now. It was going and merging with the 4 that's here. So when I put a break for my K loop, what happens is when this 2 merges with the 2 right here, which is this 2 moved here, then it's not going to merge with any other 4s now. So that's why that break is important. Now let's see when I hit the left button. As you can see, I'm getting 2 4s right here. So this is pretty good, but there's still one more issue that we need to discuss. So let's make this thing a 4 right here. Now what happens this time is this 2 is going to merge with this 2, and then this 4, when it comes to this spot, which will be empty for it, that's fine. But after that, it's going to see that there's a 4 here and it's just going to merge with that 4, and I'm going to get an 8 here. And our break in the loop doesn't apply to this 4 because the 4 itself has not come, this tile itself has not come as some merge of 2 tiles. So when I hit left right here, I can see, we can see that there's an 8 that's created, which is not something that I want. So to maintain what tiles have been formed as a merger of 2 tiles, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an array. So let's call it merge tiles, and we'll set it to all zeros. Now what this array does is it maintains track of whether the tile at this position in the row has been formed as a result of a merger of 2 tiles. So right now all of these are 0, and whenever there is some merge happening before I break the loop, what I do is I set merge tiles of k minus 1 to 0. So this should do the, to 1, sorry. So this should do the trick, and now all I have to do is in my merge code, the merge code is only executed if the merge tiles array at that position, which is k minus 1, is equal to 0. So if it's 1, then this part is not to be executed. And let's see how this works. So when I hit left now, as you can see, I'm getting 2 4s here, which is good. I can hit left again and now I'll get an 8. So this is pretty cool. And the reason I wanted to do all of this before I move on to the right up and down moves is because later I can just copy this left move code to my right up and down and then make changes. So I won't have to add all of these break and merge tiles and all again to that part. So the second part of this video was to pop a random tile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another function which is called pop random, and within this function we are going to write the code which creates a random tile at any unoccupied position on the board. So the first thing, I'll of course need the board matrix. So I take the board matrix from this dot state, and the next thing that I want is I want two variables for the row and column of the location of the new tile that we want. So I do row equals, let row equals 0 and let column equals 0. And now what I want to do is I want to say row equals math.random. Now this math.random gives me a value between 0 and 1, where 1 is exclusive, so it's never going to give me 1. And I want a value between 0 and 4, so I want 0, 1, 2, 3. So all I have to do is I say into 4, and this again could give me a float value. So what I want to do is I want to say math.floor, and this should work now. So similarly I want to do it for column as well. So math.floor, math.random times 4. And one thing that I need to be careful about is what if this location is already occupied by some tile. So I need to take care of that, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put a do while loop. So I have a do while loop here within which I get the row and column, and the while condition is just board matrix of row comma column should not be equal to 0. So till I get a value where the board matrix is 0, I keep doing this thing right here. So I keep creating a new value for row and column. So this is how we've got the position of our new tile. And the second thing we need is the value of the tile. So let's call this tile value. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to say that if math.random is less than 0.5, then it should be a 2, otherwise a 4. So this looks fine. This has an approximate 50% probability of 2 or 4. And now all I do is I say board matrix row column equals tile value, and ideally I should be doing a this dot set state board matrix, but I won't really need to do that, and that's because what I'm going to do is immediately after my left move is completed, before I do the set state, I just say this dot pop random, and this should work now. So let's go ahead and try it out. So when I hit left, as you can see, I've got a new 4 right here, and I can hit left again, and as you can see here I have another 2, and right now my up move is not going to work. But if I hit left again, although there will be no movement of tiles, it's going to pop a new tile right here, which is something that we might want to fix later probably. But that's it for this video. We've now got a random tile insertion, which is pretty cool. And in the next video is actually where we'll be adding the up, right and down functionality. And once again, if you haven't already tried doing it on your own, you could try it out. And as always, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And do share the videos with your friends so that they can also watch these videos and learn to make this game. See you next time.